Hi guys, Ryan here with Sigma Survival, and today I'm going to be talking about some commonly overlooked items which, generally speaking, people will carry if they're outdoors or just in general. You really should be considering carrying these because you just never know when they might come in handy. So first thing I'm going to talk about is the Shema Scarf, okay? A Shema is a type of Middle Eastern sort of head and neck scarf. It's normally made out of cotton, I believe. This was my granddad's, now it's mine. I own like 4 or 5 of these guys. Like, this is a really, really crucial bit of kit. Like, you can do everything from, stopping bleeding with this thing as an improvised tool, to sort of like scratching some of the cotton out of it to make tinder to start a fire. You can pull the strands apart and then make cordage out of it. You can use it to warm yourself up, to keep the sun off of you, as a towel to dry off. There's just multiple uses for these guys. You could use them for signalling even, especially when they've got colours on them. Potentially you could be swinging it around and someone might see it. So multiple uses, I like that about this bit of kit. The next one I'm going to talk about is a dry sack, okay? This is a small one. This has come out of my survival kit, my permanent survival kit, and it's going to go straight back in once I finish filming this. But essentially this can be used for so many different things. I mean, you can carry water in it, you can keep water out of it, so you can, keep things dry if you need to, i.e. tinder. You could be picking loads of birch bark away, or you could keep pine resin in here, or it might make it really sticky in thereafter. You can keep things dry, or you can keep water in them, okay? You could signal with this potentially. You could put it on the end of a stick and wave it around because it's a different colour to the background environment. You could, you can use it as an improvised burn dressing. If someone's burnt their hand or foot, you can put it inside. You could cut it open and then put it up higher up on the arm. You could use it to communicate. So I have multiple colours of these as well, in different rucksacks and kits. So like, you could use it to communicate that a hostile force is coming, or that a helicopter is passing, or there's a boat passing, so start a signal fire, all that sort of stuff. From a distance, this could be put on the end of a stick, held up in the air. Someone can see that it's a certain colour, part of your group, and then they know that something is going on. They'll know what that means. It's a form of communication as well. So many different things that this can be used for, guys. Medical, like I say, burn dressings. You could put it on a chest wound to seal a chest wound. You could put it on a stomach evisceration. You could put it over a bone end, potentially. Not the most sterile of means of treating that, but it'll keep moisture in organ systems which need to be, or it'll keep air out of the chest cavity, let's say. Yeah, multiple uses, guys. I mean, I dare say you could even cut this into strips and use it as cordage to build a shelter. But why would you when you've got a waterproof membrane? So yeah, another bit of kit that everyone seems to overlook as a survival tool, but is really crucial. The next one's a bit more specialised, but not necessarily because it's got uses as well. Just extra thick cleaning gloves, okay? I chose yellow, and the reason why is it stands out, so it can be used for signalling potentially. So I can put it on the end of a stick and wave it in the air for people in the distance. I could cut it open and then make it flat onto like a surface so it stands out. But generally this is for the dirtier tasks. I mean, I'll probably just use this in a long-term situation for toileting, okay? As gross as that sounds, just so I can go to the toilet and keep my hand clean, okay? I'm going to use one hand obviously to do the business. I can keep that hand cleaner than what it would be when there's poor sanitation and whatnot. You could also use it to treat multiple patients. You could wash your hands intermittently between to protect yourself first. And that's the first principle of first aid, is you protect yourself first. You could store water in this and tie it up. You could store tinder in it, just like with the other dry sack here. But multiple uses, guys. The list is endless. Like, similar first aid uses as well, covering a burn, covering a chest injury, covering a bone end that's exposed. Multiple uses, one item, really flat packet, just, you don't even notice it's there, they're not even heavy. Okay, quick one, watches, timekeeping, Super important, okay? Crucial for taking pulses, for keeping track of, I don't know, shipping lane movements, aircraft movements, anything that you need to do where you need to keep accurate time. You need a watch. This is a nurse's pocket watch. I keep this in my kit. It's not on, but I just have to push this button and it starts working basically. I also always wear a watch when I'm out and about, so this is just a backup to that. Like I say, multiple uses. One of the more recent uses that I've found of timekeeping is a nuclear event. You want to be timing the exact moment that the nuclear blast goes off, if it does, so that you can start triaging correctly for radiation. There's going to be another video on that, so just keep tuned for that, guys. Okay, another one is safety pins. I don't see these in generic first aid kits, okay? Not very often, at least. I'll find fish hooks. Fish hooks are great, but can fish hooks repair your clothes that are damaged? No, they can't. You know, can they drain a blister? No, they can't. This is the sort of thing that has got multiple first aid uses. It can repair your clothing, like I say. You can make fish hooks out of them. You could pick a lock with this, probably. Multiple uses, one item. You know, you could probably even, I dare say, you could possibly even start a fire with this. If you used to put a battery up against it and then the tinder was touching the clip. But that's a theory that maybe we should test on another video. Speaking of fire starting, the magnifying glass. Now this is a bulky one, but it works really well. So this is why I've packed it. You could always take the handle off to make it even smaller, which I probably will do at some point actually. But this is great for 2 reasons, and if you can think of any others, actually 3 reasons, I've just thought of another one. Okay, fire starting, this is crucial, times when there's less sun around. This is perfect, it'll definitely zoom in on, and it'll just blast whatever you've got in front of it. So fire starting, you can also get splinters out with this. Definitely recommend that for looking at rashes, splinters, bites. You don't want foreign bodies in your skin, guys, it will get infected. Another thing that this could potentially be used for is signalling if there's some kind of reflection from it, but that was the 3rd one that I thought of. Just a quick one, I have multiple of these. The other one is in my kit. Sugar and salt, and then I've got other colours that are on the way which I intend to put spices into. Just things that are generally useful, like garlic powder or cayenne pepper powder, those sorts of things, okay guys? But sugar and salt is crucial, so just having even just a little bit can make a massive difference. These are watertight little pill carriers that have got on a keychain. They're definitely worth the investment. This one's a bit different. I'm going to do a video on this one and this one, but this one's just cling film that I've flat packed. So I brought a roll of cling film, cut it in half using a Stanley knife, and then basically just get the inner tube out, which is cardboard, pull it out, and then just flat pack the cling film completely. And then I've got cling film always at my disposal. Okay, I'd pull the first few layers off and discard that because it's got dirty in the bag. This is great for different first aid uses, keeping food fresh, you know, it can be used for all kinds of things, guys. I mean, you know, you could even catch water in this. You know, there's different ways that you could trap condensation and whatnot and then take that water back. Just different things that you can do with cling film, and most people don't even think about carrying it. Some people carry it in stupid ways, I've found, where they'll carry a whole roll or they'll unroll it and then try and fold it. That just doesn't work. Just do it like this. I'll show you how to do it in another video. This one is duct tape, okay? Just as with the cling film, I took the inner cardboard tube out and basically just flat packed it together and then just put some tape around the outside just to keep it all fresh and, you know, keep it intact. Kind of waterproof the glue edges as well, so that if it does get wet it's not too bad, okay? So yeah, this is a whole roll of duct tape here, guys, and we all know the good, you know, the multiple uses of duct tape. Yet again, I see a lot of people storing duct tape in stupid ways. I find them stupid. They'll wrap it round something like a handle of some sort. You can do that, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but you're going to leave like glue and residue all over that item after you've used that, or, you know, it can be torn easier. It makes the item harder to use, I've found, like if it's round a, I don't know, like an axe handle or something. So yeah, flat packing your duct tape, it weighs hardly anything, it takes up hardly any space. I can even fit this into my pocket. Multiple uses, I don't even need to explain all the uses of duct tape, okay? There are, of course, other items that I could probably add to this list, but I'm just going to keep it simple with these. You know, maybe I'll do another video at another point on other things that you should potentially look at carrying in your kits. But I definitely recommend carrying these guys because it just makes a lot of sense, okay, in my mind, to have these extra bits of kit that have multiple purposes. A lot of the kit that I carry on me also has multiple purposes, you know, the multi-tool that I carry, the cordage bracelet that I've got here, the belt that I'm wearing, you know, there's just multiple things that I carry, guys, okay? The Shema that I'll normally wear in the, you know, all year round actually, not even just in the winter. Anyway, that's it, okay, for this video. If you like it, then please do like this video, you know, subscribe if you really like the content that I'm putting out. And feel free to drop some comments down below, guys. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate when, you know, you use this as an interface and give me some feedback on what I'm doing. Maybe give me ideas for the future. Or just tell me that you appreciate what's going on, you know, what I'm putting out there. You know, like I say, this information, I haven't seen other people putting this out there, generally speaking. Not in this way, at least. So, yeah, if you're doing it already, then let us know. Till next time, thank you.